Wildlife surprises you when you least expect it. Good morning. I'm Ashwini Hakmana and today I'm going to deliver a speech under the topic Wildlife Deserves to be Conserved. Wildlife conservation is not only the practice of protecting plant and animal species and their habitats, but the sustainable use of nature by humans for their activities such as mining, logging and hunting. As a part of ecosystems, wildlife provides balance and stability for nature's processes and it plays a vital role in the biosphere. Wild animals are a critical resource for human survival. Moreover, recently wildlife has assumed high economic and cultural significance. Providing entertainment in zoos, circuses and wildlife parks had led to international tourism. Equally, wild animals can be seen as a threat. For instance, they are the sources of new diseases, zoonotics, and cause damage to crops. The foremost general reasons for forest destruction are habitat destruction and fragmentation, overkill, impact of introduced species, and chains of extinction. When we consider habitat destruction and fragmentation, deforestation is a very serious environmental issue in Sri Lanka. We can remember the deforestation in the Wilpattu National Park in 2019 and its recorded average annual deforestation rate is 1.14%. If we move on to overkill, the human-elephant conflict is a very common example. In the earlier days, the elephant was used as a cultural symbol and it is the electoral symbol of the very first party in Sri Lanka, the UNP. It carries the tooth casket as the annual procession of Sri Dalda Maligawa Pereharas. But now, it's a serious issue. An average of more than 200 animals are killed and 78 human casualties are being recorded annually. The leopard-human conflict is another serious issue for the rural communities in estate areas. The Wildlife Conservation Department has reported 11 deaths of leopards by being trapped in snares. Few reasons for this are food shortage and villagers encroaching into forests. Forest destruction due to forest fires is another such example. Wildfire can be a friend and a foe. At the wrong place, at the wrong time, it can wreak havoc, threatening lives, homes, communities, and cultural and natural resources. Nearly 50 to 200 forest fires are being recorded every year. As an example, we can recall the forest fire that emerged in the Singamala Forest Reserve and the Rambukkana Aligala mountain areas. A few ways to protect wildlife are to plant trees, pick up trash, and donations and adaptation of a wild animal. Plants recycle oxygen and they absorb potentially harmful gases. In collecting trash, it does not only keep our surroundings clean and beautiful. It also helps to save wildlife, avoiding plastic bags and twine that can trap birds, small animals, and hunting, killing, or making them prey easily. Filmmakers and wildlife photographers are essential for conservation efforts as they take photographs of wild animals, wild plants, and endangered and extinct species. The films that portray wildlife interest others in protecting and valuing wildlife. They can undertake short-term action plans at village levels such as enhancing awareness through schools, temples and community centers. National and international organizations such as the World Wildlife Fund, Conservation International, Wildlife Conservation Department and the Blue Cross are legislations that work with law enforcement to prosecute wildlife crimes such as wildlife trafficking and illegal hunting. The ultimate goal of wildlife conservation is to ensure that the nature will be there for the future generations to enjoy and recognize its value. Therefore, it's the duty of each and every individual to protect nature and make it a habit. Thank you.